When we talk about the SDGs, we are talking of people, prosperity, partnership, planet, and peace. Okay? So if you look at that, they talk to, and those are the elements of sustainable development. And when you are talking of people, you are talking of what? The SDG 1 to 5. Right? And now when you talk of prosperity, you are talking about the economic goals, 8 to 10, where you are talking of even issue of inequality and so on. And to some extent, you are also talking of sustainable cities. And when you are talking of planet, you are talking of the environment goals. Then when you talk of, peace, you are talking of SDG 16. And when you talk of partnership, you are talking of goal 17, which is basically the means of implementation of the SDGs. Then the other important thing is this issue of ensuring that, the targeting of the marginalized. Because remember, the SDGs are based on this issue of saying we need to leave no one nobody should be left behind. And when you are talking of leaving no one behind, you really need to identify who are the marginalized. And then you put in policies which target those marginalized. So I think there, the issue of data is quite important for you to know who are these being left behind. And where are they being left behind? Are they being left behind in education, in employment, in water and sanitation, and so on? So that you target that deprivation. Because you need to make sure that the targeting is quite very robust. Because if you target wrongly, you don't even bring them at the same level with the people who are way ahead of them. Find the entry points which can make you achieve the other SDGs. And that is important because it means even the resources which you need to implement the SDGs will be less. And even the time and effort and even the resources you put in monitoring will actually be less. So this is what is important when you're implementing the SDGs. Identify the accelerators which you can use as entry points to achieve the other SDGs. Every country you talk with, they will tell you we've mainstreamed the SDGs in our national development plans. I think to me, going forward, is this issue of implementation. Because the challenge of most countries is, they have very good blueprints. But when it comes to implementation, that's where there are shortcomings. So I think to me, and that implementation has got to be the whole of government approach, because the SDGs can't be implemented like the MDGs, where the Minister of Education will run with the education goal. Minister of Health will run with the health goal. I think, government has got to work as a system, a whole government approach. So to me, I think the challenge going forward is how really do you coordinate government to work as a system? How do you even coordinate even society to work as a system? And also for the UN, how is the UN coordinated to work as a system? And even the private sector through the umbrella bodies, how do they work together as a system so that they can actually, we put all hands on deck to make sure that the SDGs are a success in Kenya.